Hey guys, Brent Hull Build Show in Fort Worth at a 1970s house that is very modest, but we're gonna take the best of this house, what it wants to be, and make it awesome. Come check it out. Okay guys, so we're in a 60s and 70s neighborhood. I actually live just back over there. You remember my house, 62. This is a little bit later, this is 70s, a two-story house. Most are one-story houses here. But if you watch my videos on fixing houses, right, this would be a candidate. And the first question I'd ask is, what does this house want to be? Well, it wants to be kind of a Tudor house. You've got this faux timbering up there, that faux plaster work. The windows are terrible, the brick isn't great, but this house certainly wants to be a style. Some houses, like my house, doesn't know what it wants to be, right? It kind of it doesn't know what it wants to be. I'm not gonna say anything. We're gonna go in, we've done 3 or 4 projects here, slowly over time, fixed a kitchen, did a back house. I wanna show you some of the things we did because there are cool features here and cool design cues you can take that can make the house better. Let me walk you through about 3 or 4 of those. I think you'll like it. Okay, so we're in this vaulted living room, right? It was very closed off, and you'll see behind you there's a kitchen. So we took the timbering that was on the outside, the stucco, and kind of brought it inside. So we've introduced timbering here. So we're trying to remind you of kind of where you are. You've got leaded glass, part of that English tradition. We changed that. So we've now got clear leaded glass. We've kept that same design, but we've taken out the yellow. Now the yellow really screams 70s, and really the light that comes through here, this is the north face, really was unfortunate. And so we took out the yellow glass above, went back with the leaded glass, but because they didn't want people to see in, that we kept the obscure yellow glass, kind of a tipping our hand to the past, but we've improved things. So we bring this timber inside. Now you remember there wasn't any kind of timbering in here. Look at this too. The other cool thing is they let us do this stair deal, and you can see that basically what we did was we took a kind of English cottage tradition and just did these slat stairs. And we did this design with the little diamond panes, a little scalloped cutout piece. We have a very simple newel, right? We're not getting too far away from the 70s, right? But we're reminding people of where we are. So this stair hall is very important. You come in front door, first thing you see, really wraps up. We did it in quarter sawn oak. Kind of a nice, fun way of elevating this space, reminding you of what the style of the house is, but improving it, making the best of what you had. In the 70s and even into today, you have stock materials, stock doors, stock stairs. They all look the same. And so introducing something like this really does kind of kick it up. Not a huge cost to do this, but something that really elevates the look of the house. So we're in the kitchen now, and essentially the kitchen was this, and it was very closed off. So you had a little opening there, but nothing to tie it to that living room where we vaulted the ceiling and did all that fun stuff. So we blew out this wall, extended this, built this little seating area, but now this wall is completely opened up. So what happens in the 50s, 60s, 70s is all these, before the open floor plan really takes over, you have all these choppy spaces. And so making this space kind of spread out and live together. Now look at the flow when they have family over here is awesome and makes this space better, and improved it with the appliances and the cabinets and everything else. But now you've got a kitchen that you want to live in for the rest of your life. Now, we're going to go outside. I'm going to show you something and kind of the best of this English style, building an outside living area, really an awesome space. Come check it out. This outdoor living space, right? The outdoor kitchen. We redid the pool. We got this really hip, cool pool. But this was the piece that really allowed us to take what was going on in this house and apply it. You'll see that the bricks are matching the bricks on the house, right? So we've got this, but the way we laid them up, we did them in that herringbone pattern. And so it kind of has that English infill, kind of the brick infill between timbers that takes place. We've got an 8-panel door, which is an English style door, which is really cool. Got a kind of a timbered fireplace, but this you know, timbering up here now is better timbering, because you'll see that we've got pegs where the mortise and tenon come together. We've got the king beam with the post that comes down. That's what that's called when it comes together and it's mortise and tenon. So better joinery techniques, good materials like limestone. This has been here probably 8 years, 9 years. It's really held up really well. We've got a fun little sweep that comes across. We did match the wood roof that's on this house, so we've got a wood shingle roof. But we have, you know, if you look back at this house, right, you'll see this kind of 70s hip kind of outdoor Brady Bunch patio. But you look at this, and because we've sized the timbers, because we've chamfered the edges, because we've added the pegging with the rafter tails coming out, all of a sudden this space, right, is really a magical, cool space, and, you know, totally elevates it. All these windows on the back side of the house look out to this. So when you're inside, you look out and you see this is something that really draws you outside, which is what great outdoor living spaces are supposed to do. So it really is a lush environment back here. You know, a lot of people want to grow grass between these rock spaces. You just get so hot in Texas that watering them and everything else is really hard. This turf is kind of, we've become, you know, believers that that's a great solution for this kind of space. The costs are high at first, but the look is great. It lasts for a long time. If it gets dirty, if you have pets, you can just wash it down. Kids like playing on it. Anyway, something we're really going for these days. But now we've got this magical space out here. All we really did on this porch, if we just look back and look at the detail differences, the size of this original piece, you know, this kind of done with the 2x6 that are painted, right? Not great details, typical of the 70s, but comparing the two and contrasting the two, there is a connection that's taking place, not only the color, but the fact that there's timbers and things like that. So we can tie the house together, we can make it cohesive architecturally, and really upgrade this house. And so when you're on the front steps and it's the 1970s, you're kind of going, but when you're standing back here, all of a sudden this is a real magical space, and this is a space you want to hang out and live in for a long time. So great neighborhood, you know, big tall trees, great friends, a lot of friends live in this neighborhood, but now you can stay here, get all the amenities of a new house, and it ties together. This will not be dated in 5 years, but this is an example of improving the quality of building. You can work on any style house, but taking those architectural details and elements, having a bigger playbook allows you to see through and see what the English style really can be. I really didn't change much back here. They still got the original windows, still got the original doors, original brick. We didn't do much to the facade of this house. Kind of, we changed the leaded glass windows. That's really the only thing we changed in the facade. But on the inside, and especially on this backyard, we've improved the quality of this house, improved the look of this house architecturally. Now it's gonna be worth a lot more. So when you're considering and doing additions for clients, always remember that there are design clues on the main house that can help you, you know, design better on the backside, really make things more beautiful in your neighborhoods. I'm Brent Hull, thanks for watching.